Hey everyone, it's Make400 again with more Let's Play Kid Icarus. On big note about gates as well, going to the next level. Any items you have will and your health, what your health meter is, and you can die again. But any items you have will be with you, and if you die after going through there, you will restart right before. Like if I die in this level, I'll restart right at the beginning of that level every single time I die, with all the items I had at the beginning, as well as full health. Well, not full health, but as full. I will have a full bar of health, and once I get another one, I'll have 2 bars. So full 2 bars of health every single time I die in this level and start back at that level. So it makes it a lot. The game is kind to you in that sense. Let's kill more of these enemies. And those flying enemies can be annoying, but again, if you get used to the controls of this game, they're not too hard to kill. I mean, you definitely want to kill enemies. If you don't kill enemies, you'll get screwed. You definitely want to get experience, especially in this level, because in this level we'll have a strength room upgrade. Now, I didn't mention it, but in the last level, the first room of the game that I passed was actually a strength room upgrade room. The reason I passed it, though, is there's no way you can get enough experience to, you know, get anything in that. You can't get any strength in that room ever, unless you, like, there's a way, when you beat the game, you will actually start the game over with everything you have, which will make the game again easier, full whole way through. And sometimes because of a glitch it does that, but yeah, you'll never get anything in that room, so don't worry about that room. If you're wondering how strength upgrades work, technically speaking, it depends on how many enemies you kill, what kinds of enemies you kill, like the ones that give you bigger hearts are worth more experience. And what kinds of, if you collect the hearts, and how many arrows you shoot actually loses your, takes it down a little bit, and if you go in treasure rooms, that also will lower your experience, which is why I didn't go in the first one, because I wanted to keep high experience for, I don't know if the experience you get for getting higher health is the same as strength upgrade, but I definitely know the one I'm talking about is definitely for strength upgrading. But yeah, strength upgrade, it's basically what it sounds. It upgrades your strength. You'll get another arrow, essentially. And what it will do is it will essentially, if you like have an enemy who takes 2 hits, they'll only take 1 now because you have higher strength. Now this is the black market. As you saw, there was a feather, a bottle of life, a bottle of water of life, and a barrel. The barrel you definitely want when you can get one. You definitely need a barrel. If you don't get a barrel, you need a barrel. Feathers are really good to get as well. You definitely want some feathers. If you fall with a feather in your inventory, you will be revived, basically, or you will fly up. You know, Pit's not final smash. You know Pit's flying move. That's basically what it is. It's basically his wings of Icarus. It allows him to be saved. Yeah, you definitely want feathers. Especially if you're not good at platforming. The balls of life, if you die, you will automatically have 1 bar of health restored to you. So you definitely want balls of life as well. And barrel allows you to have several balls of life, 8 in total. So you know how I mentioned you could have more health? That's how you get it. You can essentially, when all your health is full and you have all the balls, you essentially could take 98 hits before you die. You definitely want a barrel. And that's why I've collected so many hearts already, because you definitely need a barrel to pay for it. Now, there are other ways to get barrels besides buying in a black market. And I'll talk about those later when I get to them. Let's see, what else to talk about. One thing that's interesting about this game, and a lot of NES games for that matter, is listen to the game music, which is awesome, by the way, and listen to the sound effects and the actual movements of the character. You can actually make it match if you want to, and it does with Mario as well. You can actually make Pit jump to the music, and that's something that's really nice, that you can actually make him move along with the music. And it's just, I find it something that hasn't been used since the NES era, and I wouldn't mind seeing something like that, granted, they're a lot more complicated these days, but I wouldn't mind seeing something of that sense, where the character moves to the music. And I don't mean like Guitar Hero or something, or a rhythm game. I'm talking about like actually moving to the music. And not the Mario Party game for them, or Mario. I think there's a Mario Party mini game called Move to the Music. If there's not, there should be. Here is a store. Important thing about stores: they sell you items. They sell you feathers. So don't buy feathers and bottles of life at black market. I highly suggest you don't do that unless you have a certain item, which I'll get into later. But yeah, they sell you basically everything that you need. The only thing you should buy at black market, honestly, is a barrel and something else that we'll get into later. But stores sell hammers. You can buy hammers there. You can buy feathers. You can buy glasses of water of life, and you can buy the bottles as well. Um, if you press A and B, now if you're playing this on the VC, if you press actual A and B, not like 1 and 2, if you press A and B, the storekeeper will change his prices. If you have a strength upgrade that is greater than the level, so this is level 1. So if I have 2 of strength upgrade, meaning if I get the strength upgrade of this level, he will lower his prices, which is really helpful. But if you don't, which basically is threatening to beat him up if you don't if he doesn't lower his prices. But if you don't, he will say, "Who do you think I am?" and he will raise his prices. Now, if he raises his prices, he will still be speaking, so you can quickly buy something before he finishes his sentence and not have to buy the higher price. But there's really no reason to even try that code unless you have a greater strength upgrade. So don't even. Maybe there might be a possible chance that he will do it once in a while by luck, but I think every time I've tried it never works unless you have a greater strength upgrade. So make sure your strength is greater than the level number. So if you are in level 2, for example, or world 2, this is world. If your world is 2, you want a strength upgrade of 3 to be able to get the cheaper stuff at the store. Let's do some more platforming up to the top. This game really, again, it's an enjoyable game. I know some people dislike it. Some people find it overrated. And yeah, it's one of those games that was really underrated at the time, and then it got really popular, and it's overrated now. But it's enjoyable. It really is. I really enjoyed this game. I honestly wouldn't mind seeing another a Wii version released. Now, there was another game for the Game Boy, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. That game is almost odd. And I say odd because, and I might talk about this again later, but if you play it, it's much more confusing. You can go back. It's not like you have to go forward. You can actually go back, and it actually gets more confusing again, because I like the linearity of this game. I don't like non-linear games as much, because it almost makes it too confusing. But they like swear like so much in that game. Not bad swear words, but they, for a game made by Nintendo on a Game Boy at that time, it's kind of odd to hear the gods saying ass and hell. And I'm sorry for swearing there. Now that was a strength upgrade. When you get a strength upgrade, you will change colors. Now I am Green Pit. I have the power to be green. And you see I have a bottle, and I have 3 hammers, and 2 arrows equals how much strength I have. I hate these spider guys. They'll come into play later. Just get past the Reaper and go into the door. And you will see I have enough when you get 20,000 or whatever that number is right here with the 2. You will get a health upgrade. But that's all the time I have. This is Make It 400, reminding you to eat bacon again.